Whoa boy, can you believe we've been at this for 6 years now? Touhou World Cup really is a fossilized wonder, am I right? Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back for Touhou World Cup 2026, the grand opening day. And oh wow, it's already been a year. Like, oh wow, time sure flies by. Today, I'm joined by the amazing lineup, Cake, IHNN, and Serus. Hello, 3 of you. How are you doing? Ready for this edition of TWC, I suppose?
Yeah.
Hello.
Of course.
Hi. I'm IHNN. Can't assume everybody knows everybody's voice at this point.
True. True. So yeah, TWC. Wow. I'm so hyped for this. Oh god, I love this season. It's exhausting, but like it's always so hype. I'm literally standing on my freaking chair right now, okay? I'm hyped. And I hope people are as hyped as I am. Oh boy. We have an amazing lineup this year, amazing players, and we're opening up this year with a very strong match, actually. Like, damn.
Not
like
really strong match, but
FW.
also like the latest addition to our lineup.
Like, this game is brutal. I mean, if
This game is insane.
Yeah. If people have seen like Sock play this live, you know what to expect. But yeah, we have like 3 top players just battling it out. I'm not gonna go too in-depth about what TWC is, because the slides are coming up anyway, and I'll leave the commentators for this match the pleasure and the honor of being the first slide of this year, even though by now I can recite it by heart and I could do it right now if you wanted me to, but I'm not. Sometimes like the entire freaking slide just pops up in my mind and I'm like, I have a problem.
You just
like,
think about it randomly in the day.
I can visualize it, yeah! It's like, whenever I think of TWC, I see the freaking slide and I can visualize it! And oh god.
You can hear a voice in your dreams.
Exactly!
Shoutouts to Maribel.
True!
I can hear, like, I have the George in my head being like, Gastari, we can't hear you, and I'm like, ah! I wake up sweating, like, ah! Okay, was it just a dream? You know, this is what 6 years of TWC organization and commentary do to your brain. But yeah, I'm not gonna drag on any longer because you people have a lot of things to say and to introduce the match, so I'm very happy that TWC has started. Good luck to all the players. I'll be myself commentating some of the matches, so stick around for that. Good luck, my dear commentator friends. Good luck to the players, and have a wonderful time, people. Enjoy the show!
Yeah, welcome to TWC. Enjoy your stay for the next 3 months.
Oh boy, yeah, we got quite a lot of matches coming up. We're just getting started, so as you can see, we're starting with the slides. Touhou World Cup 2026. Touhou World Cup is an annual international tournament featuring the Touhou Project shoot 'em ups. Each match features 2 or 3 contestants competing in a survival scoring category on Lunatic or extra difficulty. And if you want to check out more information about the tournament, you can visit the official site, touhouworldcup.com. We got the command for that, I will post that immediately. And of course, shoutouts to Maribel.
Shoutouts to Maribel.
So, now here's the thing. We're starting with FW Lunatic Survival, or rather Lunatic No Bomb Survival, and if you've seen TWC matches before, especially like the survival matches, we got quite some differences. Well, maybe not quite some differences, but we got one major difference to other survival matches. Ah, the slide is gone. Ah, wait, I was not ready. So, we got 95 minutes of reset time. That means any player can start a run during the time. But after the time runs out, players must finish their run. And that's all they got. So, in other survival matches, usually we would have a limit of 5 misses. And each one that goes over these 5 misses will count as 0 points. But for FW, we don't have that limit. Players can miss as many times as they want. Or
FW is so hard that the miss limit's waived. I think this is partially because you can chain a hyper break into a miss really easily, and so it's not really that many mistakes, but yeah, this game's brutal, and we will be seeing that for the next couple hours.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a survival category. We're gonna see that in the late game especially. So yeah, it's time to go over the shots, which is also something that's gonna be very
Extremely
special
complicated.
about FW. As you might have heard.
So you want me to try to summarize this?
Sure, try your best.
Okay,
Do it.
so the summary of how scores work is you can see the base score for the main stone on the left, split by character. You can see that Imperishable Moons is by far the best because that's the extreme cancel hyper. Then your shot gets multiplied by some factor depending on your shot choices for both the wide and narrow stones. If you pick 2 bad stones there, you can get a 10x multiplier for Reimu or an 8x for Marisa. We're not going to be seeing that. And then you also get an additional multiplier based on your assist stone with the better ones, again, the ones that cancel or boost the most relevant shot, giving no bonus, and the ones that only give you more power, giving you the largest bonus. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. The fact that Reimu Red 1 ties B1 and G1 and D2 is a bit weird to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, the thing is, like, not only the hyper will change between these stone choices, there's gonna be some difference in stages as well. And some of these stages, at least with some of these stones, will be more annoying than others. As we might see. Depends a lot on the players though.
And the
So yeah.
Everything really matters in the setup as well. So like, even though it's not listed here, the narrow shot and the wide shot will be factored into the scoring as well.
We expect everybody to be playing Reimu with unfocused needles and then either focused birds or focused homing, which are all based, like, those do not change the multiplier. Those are considered best in class. And yeah, I kind of agree.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think homing ties birds, but we'll see if anybody picks homing so we can show the differences.
Yeah, it would be nice to see some focused homing shots. Homing is kind of cool, but it does not offer as much flexibility as birds will do. But yeah, considering like how many shots are available, there's a lot of different setups you could go for. But the thing is, FW is just a game that, like, so far it developed like a lot of very consistent threats that require some consistent damage at least. And so we will probably see those set stones like a lot of R1 and G1, which will be useful for these threats.
Yeah, like Reimu's needles unfocused, they are so much better than anything else you can put in that slot that it's honestly not even worth considering anything else. The benefit you get from switching away from that will be like is not enough to outweigh the probably several additional misses you'll get. Like, it is that big of a difference.
I have a point. What if you just like a different stone better?
Fool.
Yeah, the thing is just like going for different stones as your shots will increase the score you can get by a multiplier that's still not high enough to
the best case scenario.
That much.
Yeah, the best case scenario is actually if you take the Y2 focus shot, and that's apparently a times 1.9 multiplier. So that doesn't, like, that's the best you can do with the unfocus. You give that up, and you really aren't getting that much extra. Just looking at the table that the Japanese TWC crew put on Twitter. I would link it, but you can find it yourself.
Yeah, we're mostly gonna see these set shots shot setups. So, about the players we're gonna see today. We got quite a stacked matchup. We got 3 players who already participated in prior TWCs. We got Yats, who... I mean, he is a stable in TWC, although the last time we played was back in 2022, when he's done LOLK. But he came back for FW. He's been doing a lot of FW in the recent months, so it's gonna be exciting to see him play. He doesn't have an IHNN in this game so far, but he has some amazing performances with both Y1 and G1.
Yeah, 3 miss with both. And 3 miss with G1 is quite a bit harder than with Y1, just because of one attack.
Yeah, we're gonna see, or we might be able to see the differences, especially like in stage 4. And you're gonna see like what exactly is gonna change and what's gonna be much worse with G1. And then we also got Ramune, who also participated in the last 2 years in TWC in survival.
UM's another very hard game.
Yeah, also very brutal. A lot of power loss, a very brutal mid game. Technically like early late game, I guess, depending on how you wanna define that. He got a G2 to miss, so we might see some G2 hypers in here, which could be exciting because G2 is it does offer some possibilities. He also got a Y2 IHNN. The same case for kpkp. We might be actually seeing Y2 from kpkp. It might not be the best choice for TWC score, but it is still a very consistent hyper to go for, so maybe we might actually see some really high performances with the hyper. So and lastly, kpkp also participated in TWC in 2025 and 2023, where he won both his Syphis and PCB survival. And he also got like a lot of different IHNNs in games, so again, a very stacked matchup you're gonna see today.
Unfortunately, probably not going to be seeing my preferred shot of Reimu R1 Hyper.
Let's see, maybe someone has something planned, who knows.
The damage on that is so good. Like, easily the best non-cancel shot.
Also has a somewhat decent stage 4. Would be nice to see that. Oh, here we go into the match. It's gonna start soon. And we see, oh god. nice Marisa setup. So, what are we going to see today?
Alright. G2. Yeah, D2 hyper for Ramune with Y2 for an assist that gives cancels, so no additional multiplier. That's basically best in class for G2.
And
I also see Y2, double Y2 for KP, so going straight for the hopefully IHNN, and yeah, it's going straight for G1.
Oh
so,
boy. To be fair, G1 gives a lot of points, so you do have a lot of
I believe
leeway.
The base score on this is what, like 85? Like, for context, kpkp's base score right now is 4. I believe Yats's is 85. That is a 4 miss advantage. Yats can die 4 times and still beat an LNN. That's the disparity here.
Yeah, you might as well expect like if someone is choosing Y2, they know what they're doing, and they will abuse the hell out of that hyper because it is a really amazing hyper in this game. No other hyper gets close to that, and you get yellow stage 4 on top of that.
Just makes so many patterns in this game just not an issue at all. It's so good.
Yeah, for those who don't know, the yellow 2 hyper, while it's active, your options, the things that shoot your bullets, will delete any enemy bullets that aren't uncancelable, that come into contact with them. That's a lot! Additionally, when the hyper runs out, every bullet on screen gets canceled and turns into arrows that go shoot at things and spawn flakes so you can get more hypers. It's a little absurd.
There are some exceptions to that, but for the most part, most bullets will get deleted.
Yeah, the exceptions are if bullets can't be canceled. This mostly comes up in the late game. The V2 hyper is kind of what you see is what you get. Moth bomb. And then G1 just gives you more bomb pieces. So absolutely no survival benefit.
I guess technically speaking, like G1 could save you a miss that you might need to actually clear the game, but at that point, I think Yats might just consider resetting if he has too many misses.
Yeah. Additionally, with birds, so the G1 focus shot, there's a very narrow alignment you can do that will actually hit with all 4 options on any boss. It turns out that you can actually just move to the edge of the screen and then move only unfocused to the center, and that aligns you. It's great. Makes a bunch of stuff not exist because you just have such absurd DPS.
Yeah, as I already mentioned, like birds are making things really consistent damage-wise. So a lot of patterns will just get speed killed, so you don't have to worry that much. Which is kind of important in this early game, because FW's early game is really menacing. As you can see, like stage 1 already is very scary.
Yeah, both kpkp and Ramune both having to reset in it, which is understandable. It's a very tough route. But Yats has routed even the pyramid timings to be very consistent at it.
This is also
That's
gonna
the
be
other
something
thing.
that...
When you shoot down one of these pyramids, you clear the screen.
Now usually those stones would be rather annoying because as the level increases, they will shoot more and more bullets at you. And depending on what color the stone is, the pattern can be less or more annoying. Like you see the red stone right now on the other side. But once that's on max level, it's gonna shoot 3 lines of these red bullets, and they can, or they might block you off for some things, which can be a little bit annoying. But like which color of stone you get is somewhat random. It kind of depends on the stones you picked, but the color can also kind of just change. You can actually see like what color of stone you get in the bottom left. Like you see the stone symbol, and then like what color that is, the color of stone you will get. But otherwise, these stones will also be really important, as you can see right now.
Yep. Just immediately delete Chiminon.
Yeah, you wanna plan your routes around these stones, so that you get stones, or like, so that you get the cancels right on time for some of the nastier patterns. Now the thing is on how to summon these stones, there are multiple ways of increasing the Wonderstone gauge. The major one being defeating enemies, and depending on how high your hit counter is, which you can see in the top left, you will get more gauge for the Wonderstone. So, depending on if you want to summon the stone earlier or later, you gotta watch out for that and how you kill enemies. The second one, or the second method of increasing the gauge is getting flakes. Or these stone flake items that you can see on the screen, they will generate when you're either shooting down enemies or bosses, or by grazing bullets. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to be aware of if you're trying to route specific stone summons at specific times.
kpkp also doing a very good showcase of why birds combo so well with Y2.
Basically has
great
like
to set up a hyper, place the
shield.
options in front of you, and then just delete the pattern. It doesn't exist anymore. This is why Y2 scores so low compared to the other shots.
Also, we're getting into Chimmy, which is stupidly annoying stage 2 boss.
Hardest stage 2 boss. It's not even close, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Which is saying a lot when Ringo exists.
As you can see,
Beautiful
especially like, patterns like this, non-2 is can be very annoying, but a Wonderstone helps a lot in this, but you still might have to dodge these mentors, which are very scary. And it's not gonna end with that. Like, you get this pattern with a lot of green-white bullets that you have to carefully avoid. Now, birds are good enough to just kill the pattern in time, but very scary, very random patterns. Now we get to a funny thing with FW. This fireball pattern doesn't seem too bad, but you gotta be aware of one thing, which is these fireballs have slightly wonky hitboxes. That can catch you off guard if you're playing this game for the first time, but these players should be good enough to just get through the pattern.
The hitbox is at the tail of the fireball instead of the front like it usually is. This is true for any bullet that has a hitbox that is not placed at the center of the bullet in this game, but it is mostly relevant for fireballs, and honestly I think that mostly helps because it gives you just a tiny bit more time to react to things.
In that regard it's kinda good, but it can also mean you just get clipped when you're going behind the fireball. But yeah, there's I think only 2 bullet types we're gonna see in the main game that will be affected by this. The other one being arrows. And arrows are not as... or like, the situation with arrows is not as bad as with fireballs.
Mostly because they're not present in the game very much.
There's only 2 patterns,
yeah.
I think, so...
Also worth noting, that is extremely relevant for this fairy that Yats is doing. The player hitbox in this game is 0 by 0. It is a single point. So you can do micros in this game that you would never be able to even attempt in other games.
Also you can see that Yats was timing out this fairy. If you shoot down that fairy, which has also a lot of health, then there would be some blue yin orbs which would shoot out some blue circles. So we want to avoid that.
It's not too bad to handle that, but doing the timeout allows you to more easily normalize your stone gauge. Like there are so many things in an FW run that you can just do and it'll work, but if you go the extra mile to really route everything for consistency, really get your Wonderstone summons to be at consistent times, then you can just get so much extra consistency out of that.
At least that's the quote-unquote good thing about G1. You don't have to worry about your hyper, because like you would also increase your hyper gauge by collecting stone flakes. So that's one thing to not take into consideration with routing. So it's all about the Wonderstones. And we also got through the second major fairy that stage.
Yeah, it does the exact same thing as the previous big fairy that we were just talking about.
Except instead of rings, it's aimed bullets as the extras. Also, kpkp and Remine both in stage 3 IHNN pace. Love to see it.
Now we add the knife.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, the scariest part about Nariko are her nuns, as you can see.
Yeah, the pyramid just did not break in time.
Also another addition that you might see for the first time, which is gonna be really helpful in FW. The players are allowed to use TH Prag. They're not only allowed, they should be using TH Prag, because we get this neat little tracker on the right side of the screen.
Otherwise, good luck tracking hyper breaks.
Yeah, the problem is like...
No.
Oh.
This non too.
Oh, this is outside.
Good spell design as non.
Really well handled.
Hyper breaks in this game are really hard to notice. I mean, you're gonna see the bullets cancelled, but other than that, there's like barely any indicator.
And for some shots, it's really hard to tell the difference between a hyper breaking at the end of the hyper and the hyper naturally timing out.
Yeah, timing out hypers will also cancel some of the bullets around you. Not in as big of an area as hyper breaks, but it also depends on the hyper. Some hypers do have really small hyper breaks, like G2 for example. At least other than the nuns, Naiko is pretty fine, although her file can be a little bit sketchy sometimes.
Yeah, I also just want to mention that because Y2 is canceling bullets that are shooting back, kpkp has been catching up in terms of pace to Yats here.
Oh yeah.
Like, look,
Yeah.
That file didn't exist.
It's just one more reason why Y2 is objectively the best survival shot, and I kind of hate it for it. But it does mean we have synchronized stage 4, so you can really see the difference between green and yellow. The big difference is the revenge bullets on these pyramids here. On green, it's random spam. On yellow, it's kind of a repeatedly aimed pyramid. Yeah, hyper break for Yats in there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, this opener is really scary. You can't predict anything with these random bullets.
The other difference between the stages is the second non-spell on the mid-boss, which we will see soon.
Yes. It is the biggest difference you could possibly imagine here.
Okay.
Now get. Oh,
もう頑張るしかないね、じゃあこれ。
For
Interesting
commentator.
that Y2 has to
変
be
に敵
aware
を
of
速攻
that.
して速攻できる位置。素晴らしい。変に敵を倒
Also,
して
Yats, like both Yats and kpkp on a very scary
これ
section.
避けるよ。これ避ける。
Very
Yeah, it's
random.
falling-
You have to
falling
be
stone section.
so on top of it.
He'd be very aggressive.
Like, I
Good
don't
thing
even want to
is-
consider trying to do that without needles.
頭だ
Good thing is like no one is playing blue hyper because with blue hyper you would have yellow bullets on yellow lines, which is impossible to read.
Yeah, for that section, you basically just want to try to get as many
Wait.
summons as possible to clear as many bullets as fast as possible.
うわリカバリーした
Alright.
やはり
First
気合だよな
records.
最後には
It's a giant wonderstone. Now the first non is the same. Quad colors.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's just
This
Second
is,
for
basically
second,
a
the
death.
hardest pattern in the series, compared to
Yes.
a literal safe spot.
Wonderful. Great balance.
どうしても出ない今電話気をつけるからごめんなさいもう音出さないから
If you're playing red, you basically just face Eternal Meek. If you're facing blue, it's kind of like a jacked up Raikkonon.
しっかりやります
I was about to say like Kushinon for some reason, but Raiko makes more sense. Alright, now we get into Yuiman.
Yeah, Yuiman's nons are generally fine unless she moves down. The spells... spell 1's very scary.
Yeah, Swing Marionette. This is the first instance of bullets that can't be cancelled. Those hearts will stay, no matter what you're doing.
Hyper break.
Yeah.
So, you know how earlier I said that Yats had 4 misses over kpkp to still be in the lead? Yeah, those are all gone now. I'm also very interested in
yeah, that's the reason.
understandable. I'm also very interested in how Ramune is going to do the mid boss. I'm curious if there's going to be a hyper setup
気抜くな。
Oh yeah, we're gonna see another green mid-boss, so...
I imagine they tried to set up the hyper for the second on.
Yeah, I'm just very interested to see how. Because V2 takes a while to build up the hyper gauge.
You could see it in the bottom left, like despite the gauge being this small, it is misleading. You still...
Going for the center kill, that is risky. But they do get the setup for this. Yeah.
Okay, it's enough.
これでグレードし
I
て
mean, one miss at mid boss is, I would still say, kind of expected, but not like that. That's... I mean, I guess G2 has to stay centered to have the hyper activate in the center.
Yeah, that makes the first mid-non a little bit sketchier. Okay, meanwhile, we are into this communication, Yuiman's final.
文句なし。
This is the one pattern that you wanna have something for, like be it a hyper or Wonderstone. As you can see, Y2 just breaks the whole pattern. As is.
Get very out of hand very quickly. Why did KP time us fell down before ending it? It's something you'll see players do a lot if they have a hyper they care about, because you can stall patterns to get more flakes, build up the hyper gauge, and effectively have more control over when you get a hyper and guarantee one at a good time. Anyway, also, say hello to the hardest stage in the series.
Oh boy, stage 5.
Y2 is going to cheese a lot of the problems, but not all of them.
It's a very scary stage. You gotta make sure that you have your hypers ready when you really need them, and you need them.
Can't you stand still on stage 5 opener? Sometimes. It is a danger spot. There's a little bit of offset to those bullets, and sometimes you just die. Why risk it when there's a completely consistent way?
Yeah, defense of bullets is a little bit janky. Now we get to Goth Fairies, and as you can see, Y2 doesn't really bother about it.
Yeah, hyper ends, hyper immediately triggers again. Because you just get so many bullet cancels from all of this aimed stuff.
And kpkp is just standing still. If you do this with any other hyper, like, especially like with Remu, this whole section is very...
Ooh, that's not a lot of
easy.
hyper. Is that going to refill?
So yeah, stage 5 mid-boss, yeah, this pattern is something. We didn't see that much of it, but this
The little
this
we did see was risky.
Yeah. It basically combines all of the stage 4 mid-bosses patterns. So we're... Like on top of the funny green mid-boss pattern we already saw, we're also getting the eternal mythic red pattern, and they're all getting combined and transition into each other, and it's just a mess for survival if you're not using Y2.
Yeah. Also, this post-mid section, extremely dangerous. Like the fact that if you can't cancel it, you need to go straight from like you have to go straight from high octane dodge with fast stuff to really tight micros. It is such a difficult transition to try to make.
Oh, Ramune died to...
Yeah, Ramune
stage
died
section.
to the red spam section.
Now we're getting to see the Goth Fairies with a non-Y2 hyper, so...
Yeah, fortunately, this is a section that can give you lots of flakes, build up lots of hypers. Plus, stone cancels can bail you out in a lot of cases. But you have to be so aware.
Yeah, but imagine G2 is gonna be a much better hyper for this section. If you don't have a good hyper, then you will have to rely on stones, and stones can be quite random. Their spawn position is random. Oh, this was pretty well though.
Yeah, that post-mid, that pre-mid was a little spooky, but well handled, I think.
Now we're also seeing the Y2 passive doing what? That was not enough. Alright.
kpkp is now
Meanwhile-
on Toyohime.
Yeah, kpkp on Toyohime. She came back
ちょっと受けなきゃいけないかもし
After
れない。
many years that she
Yeah.
was only in the manga.
So these bullets cannot be deleted for a long time after they spawn. They bounce off the bottom, and the Y2 hyper is being used to prevent that from being a factor, really reducing the difficulty of the
がな
pattern.
いなら気合で受けます。
Now we're
You
not
can
too
also
in-
just place birds on top of her and kill it in like 11 seconds and reduce the difficulty that way.
これ頑張るしかない。頑張るしかない。頑張るしかない。ダメージやねえぞ、俺は。
Non-2 is one of the more annoying patterns on Touhou, but again, like with this kind of damage, you don't have to deal with that much at least.
Yeah, I also want to draw attention to this end of stage section that Ramade just died to. You can just get sniped at any time. It is evil. Like it feels like it should be nothing, and then you just die to it.
今のヒント死んでくれ。
Yeah, the spirits will shoot revenge bullets when you shoot them down, but when they hit the edge of the screen, they will also shoot very
What
fast
is this
bullets.
alignment?
Oh,
The spell kpkp's one for Torihime is a kind of strange one.
yeah, you need
Because
to
he has
hide
to-
between, like behind
Yeah.
the stones.
And then Moon Dragon.
Free
Ooh,
spell.
doing a high laser read.
I've never seen it that high
み
before.
んな見とけ。
So that is LNN pace into stage 6 with Y2.
Oh boy.
Y2 stops helping you as much here, though. I mean, it still helps a lot, but it will not save you from the goose.
あとよし行きます。
Ah,
It
the
also
goose is gonna
kind
be-
of doesn't save you from the stage either, and the stage has some very nasty stuff. You basically have to pacify a lot of it because of just how many revenge bullets there are that just will overrun you.
Yeah, it's multiple circles of wet arrowhead bullets, and it is a lot. It can't be overstated enough.
怖いよ。ここから
Oh
ラ
god,
ウン
these dodges.
ジ。1やばいな。
Yeah. That's what you have to do.
逆に味方してくれた。ちょっと遅れてから行く。
Now, this section can also be kind of scary because of these green enemies, which spam the whole screen with a lot of bullets,
It's
but
usually not too bad because of the unfocused needles. They really thin it out. Yeah, and Ramune did get LNN Toyohime to make it to stage 6 as well.
on this place, not a single hyper break. Which I mean is fair with
G2, you're not likely to get hyper breaks.
まあ、
It can
ここから
happen,
ね
although yeah, it's very rare.
ようやくゲームが始まったって感じ、レベル的には。
Well then, time for Arya.
Arya has a reputation for being extremely hard. It is mostly deserved, honestly.
She can be made quite, I don't want to say consistent, but there are ways of making her more dealable at least.
I think most of the fight can be made pretty consistent.
ちょっと待って、弾消えた。ちょっと待って。
Again,
Like
especially
that
with
strategy
Viking.
on the first spell.
ちょっと待って。
You don't even need that strategy, again, with birds, because you can just kill it so fast. It's just
怖すぎる。
Y2 be doing Y2 things.
ゲージ、異変的に崩れてるな。だって、計算しろ、計算しろ。どうするこれ。
Don't you have to deal with the
この
nuns?
パターンも一昨日やった。
I did not catch
Especially not
what
too-
Ramune died to get a fifth miss, but there was a fifth miss somewhere.
Ah. Also going for the pacifist threat on the ending section.
耐久するわ。
Honestly, I kind of respect that, especially if you're planning to get there with high-level pyramids. The pyramids could cause problems. Oh my gosh, Eternal Winter just doesn't exist.
どうだろうこれ。
The power of birds. And Y2. It's funny how the options sometimes cancel bullets, but none that would be helpful here.
Yeah. Chaotic Winter, you can seal a bunch of the bullets as they spawn. There's supposed to be 4 waves. There's only 2 because they're getting deleted by being close to her.
And you get a lot of flag, so you can just get a hyper there.
耐久します。タコと一緒に練習したここ。
And then non-4.
Yes,
Non-4 is really nice for any shot that cares about a hyper because you can just use it to set up your hyper gauge however you want for the rest of the
最
fight.
終的に全ては女神のため。
And let's be honest, you want to set it up for the rest of the fight most of the time.
これで
Also has a pretty long timer, so you can also set up the Wonderstone gauge if you need it.
完璧な味方。
Yeah, this is all aimed, and it's not actually that difficult to avoid the aiming. The Naku Fossil, you can just get spawned on. Know the heights.
Now the good thing is everyone is using
Oh!
birds and
That was not a
That's
hyper
actually-
break. What? What happened there?
I think he deleted the bullet right before it came to him.
Beautifully timed
Probably
hyper
doing
ending.
both.
これは速攻で OK。
Oh, we just got through non 5, which is probably the most annoying non on Arya. Although then again, it is mostly a
There
safe
are
spot, and
strats
with
for
birds
it.
you can, with birds you
止
can
めるわ。
get through it pretty quickly.
こんぐらいだろ。
Spell 5 is the same difficulty on
Oh.
normal as on Lunatic. Ah, there's a definite.
Ramune dies to Fossil. Looked like it just didn't die in time. Perfectly timed hyper, though, to just delete non-5. We will be
You're
seeing
getting
the uncancelled non-5 when Yats gets there.
You know, just got
But
through
also,
Blockade or Magnificence.
LNN into Goose.
Oh
Goddess of
boy.
Unliving, Undying Stone. In terms of raw consistency, the only main game pattern that is close to this is Hidden Breezy Cherry Blossom.
Yeah, the whole pattern is... It is...
お願い。許して
I
くれ
don't want to say fine again, like... You can gorilla your way through it, but there will be times where you will get smashed by stones and there's nothing you can do about it.
Also,
So the crit rolls
everything
are
is uncancelable. Everything.
So yeah, the one time Y2 will not help you. Oh!
Oh no.
Death to phase
Early
2!
death.
ここか
I
ら
mean, when I was going for an LNN of this stage with Red 1, I had a 1 miss to phase 2. It can happen. Like, phases 2 and 3, like, people talk about phase 4, but 2 and 3 can both kill you whenever they want. Or throw some very nasty things at you.
Another one!
Yeah, it's
Rough squeeze.
Let's hope it stays with 2 misses. But this...
One night.
Oh god, where's she going? Oh
Yeah.
マジかきつすぎだろ、女神。何このゲーム。
Alright,
闇のゲーム。
Yeah,
we still got Ramuna.
yeah, we go straight from goose to goose.
Oh! Oh, she's so low! Oh no!
I like the ending blocker. Capybara is eating bullets. Oh, good
this
read.
is rough!
really rough.
That's very impressive.
Ah!
Oh,
At the end! Oh!
I had one of those too. It happens. Yeah,
goose
it
is
just
loose.
keeps going. Yeah.
So yeah, as we mentioned at the beginning of this match, FW is a very unforgiving game. We got a 7 miss and a 2 miss so far.
Yeah, that 2 miss scores 1, if my math is correct. And then the other one scores, it'll be under that. It's 4 miss to beat that run, I think. Yeah, 4 miss beats it. Anyway, Yat's also at 3 misses into Yuiman here, which is fine, I guess. Like, obviously you hope for better, but it's G1. You take what you get.
I didn't really process it until now that they're Ramen is probably using G2 just because they like Sanai so much.
G2's a good shot.
I mean, I can believe it's a good hyper, but whenever I try to use G2, like, it will always trigger at the wrong time. It's completely useless.
It requires more detailed hyper routing than, I'd say, almost any other shot in the game. But the reward for that is quite high.
Oh god, that squeeze on data bubble.
Ramune doing some fossil practice after that death, it looks like. Or non-pour into fossil.
Since Yas is on a famous pace, that should be like 10 points, but also multiplied with the B2. Oh god. With the
Yeah,
B2
it's
passive.
currently 10 point something, so there's another 3 misses of buffer here to take the lead.
And they can very easily happen.
Yes.
Ah, that stone is blocking the man. Okay. Pretty early stone kill there. So Yas has to go for a more orthodox approach here. Again, birds will make this easier because of the high damage, but you need to know like what happens in the spell.
Yeah, discommunication is a pattern that is just completely incomprehensible, and then after you play it a couple dozen, you're internalizing what each bullet type is going to do and how to handle it. It's really weird.
Yeah, you got bullets that will aim at you. You got bullets that will bounce from the screen. You got bullets that will bounce and then aim at you. And you got bullets that will just stay in place.
Beautiful cancel.
Oh yeah, good time. Like only one fairy survived.
Stage 5 demands you be so on point with everything if you're not using cancels. Like,
We are approaching the God Fairies. So now we're seeing G1 God Fairies, and you got nothing except for one of stones to defend yourself in here. Ooh, that was a break.
I don't like this.
Ow!
Yeah,
Yep.
The transition
Just
from
too
Goth
much.
Fairies into pre-mid, you really want to take out the fairies at specific times. If you just to avoid an extra one spawning and or getting an extra ring at the end.
Oh, cap! Cap! Mid was cap!
Oh!
Come on! Yes!
Wow!
Crazy.
Nice!
Yeah, but now, like I said in the other run, you now have to deal with this section, and it is so difficult to switch from that just high octane reading to this. When I was going for this stage, like I genuinely lost about 40% of my post mids to this. It's nasty.
Oh god. At least with birds you got quite a lot of range to cover with. But yeah, some of these fairies can also spawn like really low. And so these bullet fans just get really nasty to dodge.
A high spawn followed by a low spawn or a low spawn off to the side can both just kill you or force you to read two fans at once. It's very mean. Alright, and now no cancel Toyo. This is going to be very, very speed kill.
At least this is the point where the cancels would not have that much, but it's still nice to have them. So you just gotta rely on your damage now.
Yeah,
You
which
also
G1
have to-
has pretty good damage.
You also have to go to the side immediately after you catch your spell 1, because you do not want non-2 spawning a wave in the middle.
Yeah, as you can see, like the circle bullets are they building around for quite a long time. So if there's one in the middle, they will follow you around and be very obnoxious, especially when you have to dodge the next wave of these.
Oh!
I think the Wonder Stone messed him up.
Whoa! I would not expect the death to Endless Landslide.
数十時間やってるじゃないですか、ね。
Ah, that is a sad death.
このゲームの。
Well, that spell should never be an issue, but these stones can be a little bit wonky when they spawn like right next to you. Although in this case it wasn't even like the stone spawned a little bit like further off, but I guess the cancer also just made this a little bit weirder.
Yeah, I mean, I was typically more scared of the stones during Non 3.
Really unfortunate after that amazing stage 5 mid boss.
Yeah.
By the way, we haven't even reached the halfway point in this match, so there's still plenty of time.
Yeah, most survival matches give you time for, what, 3 credits, and then maybe you have time for a final run if they were fast. This one you have time for more. Like, you have so many potential runs because you might need them.
Yeah, FW ones are roughly half an hour, but it depends a lot on your strats and like if you want to time out certain things to manage your gauge. So it can be anywhere between like half an hour and 35 minutes.
Can also be on the shorter end. You know, we're not seeing it, but Red 1 goes shorter.
Oh, well, one of these touches on kpkp side. But yeah, I get, yeah, Red 1, really good hyper for dealing damage. I would guess like Y2 might also make some things a little bit faster.
Yep.
Just thinking that.
Oh, what is that, Michael?
Very scary dodge.
Just FW things.
You can get away with so much on these.
I guess the thing is like these round bulls are aimed when these spirits explode, but still, just trusting it like this, that's certainly a choice.
Interesting that Yats is doing focused alignment, considering I know Yats knows the unfocused alignment.
I guess we kind of skipped over it, but especially for you Ubame Non 2, you wanna have something in the hand, because that Non can just kill you because of how the bullets work in this pattern.
And it's a little low too, so missing with 2 birds. Captain. Hyper break, unfortunately.
Oh god.
Probably a reset.
I keep being worried about kpkp, but then I keep also forgetting that he's using Y2.
Yeah, Y2 is not playing the same game. Until Aria Final, where all of a sudden you are.
Well, also you could just be really comfortable and then suddenly just break your hyper by accident, so...
The Mahu Pyramid not existing is so funny.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's literally just barely anything to dodge.
Like, I get why people do it or use it. It's definitely the easiest. I get why people like it. It's not for me.
I mean, this game that is full of very stupid and questionable things. Oh god. It can be nice to just have one thing that will just completely break the whole game in its patterns.
Well, there's plenty of things that break the whole game. It's just most of them break the whole game in a way that it doesn't count as survival, right?
That does just seem to be like Zune's design philosophy recently, though. Just have like one thing that's just kind of overpowered.
I mean, we can see like in the recent games, I guess like especially everything from his service onwards, players get a lot of options to get through pattern or like full sections and patterns quite easily, which of course cannot be considered in survival categories like this. Here's another thing that differs between what we've seen from the players. For yellow stages, you actually want to consider killing all of these stone enemies, because when one of them survives, when the mid-boss shows up, they will still fire the revenge bullets, and the yellow revenge bullets will continue for quite some time, so you are forced to dodge that if you don't kill the stone earlier than that.
Not safe spotting, that's interesting.
Just going for the TSS.
kpkp didn't do the safe spot last time either.
I mean, even if you don't use the safe spot, that pattern is very fine.
Yeah.
Compared to like what else you would have to do with the other stages.
この機体の強さなんですよ、これ。皆さん覚えておいてください。視聴者の皆さん。この機体でちゃんとね、左に置いておくことによって、最初の陰陽玉のラッシュのところをね、特攻できるから安全に倒せます。やっぱり中途半端なゲージ。すごいな。速攻。速攻。速攻。こうかな、これは。死んだらもう後悔しよう、後で。
See, both Ramuna and Yats are still a little bit stuck in the early game.
Yeah.
It's a pretty rough early game.
速攻でよかった。
That's a decent good thing about Y2. You will get more likely through the early game, and you have an like a faster one.
Does it really
well,
help
so
you with stage 1 that much? Like the stage section?
Some parts, I'd say maybe. Like, mostly on Ubame. Like, Ubame on 2, maybe.
Yeah, I would assume like Ubam is gonna be way better. At least. I mean, then again, you could also do something with G2. It's just G1 that completely suffers in this case.
E1, Y1, anything that's not really having a helpful hyper. But even then, you have the option of guaranteeing a pyramid there to try to cancel it.
Another funny thing about Y2, deer hunting doesn't exist at all.
kpkp's doing the same thing as last time to get another hyper for next tech.
Yep, getting a ton of bullets on screen.
Gauge is still small, but as you can see, you can easily get a lot of flakes by just spawn grazing the circle that Yuriman spawns. And on top of that, you still can just cancel bullets with the Y2 passive.
またゲージ多いし。
Not
if you play
fair.
Serus correctly.
ああ、だるいな。
Oh god! Ah!
5と。
I'm gonna dying to non-2 on Chimmy.
I guess it was non 2. So the
Non-2 is a
reset
nasty
to
pedal.
see them to die. Yeah, it's.
Why is it
awful.
always non-2?
Gauge.
What could you compare non-2 with? I would have said like
ゼロスタート怖いんだよな。
cargo propellant that spins.
本当は倒して。
It's just really disgusting.
あ、これちょっと多いね。
There's not really any comparison to it, just because of the way the bullets unfold. Like, the true direction they're going to end up going isn't revealed for so long.
ちょっと抜けるね。
And then you have bullets like these glowing mentors that will just obscure your vision more than that.
祈れ。みんな祈れ。祈れ。祈れ。あ、間違えた。やばい、死ぬ。左、一左。じゃあもう突破する。臨機応変カピバラ。
Once again, we see how Gothria is just nothing you have to consider.
Absolutely run-defining threat
これ
turned into nothing.
みんな覚えとけ。
This is like also one of these. Actually, wait, we got
めっちゃ臨機応
Midnight
変カピバラ
first.
した。どんだけ俺
What
何
Midnight?
練習したと思う
We
Yeah,
don't.
that's
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, just
He dodged one bullet!
I forgot. This is, what I want to say, like, this is one thing. We're only going to see Remo from each player. This is one thing like where Misa would actually shine. Like this whole Goth Fairy section. But she would struggle in a lot more other sections.
Yeah,
無理やり上に上がらない
yeah, Marisa has several shots that can just destroy the entire ring all at once, and so you don't have to deal with just constantly adding more aimed revenge bullets and the random bullets from the ones that survive.
本当は一回転やりたい
In exchange, Marisa has way worse single target damage. This matters.
Yep.
Y2 doesn't care as much, but it still
うま
matters.
かったら分かったうまかったら分かったうまかったら分かった
Again, this is a game that requires, like, if you're going for something special, it requires you to have consistent
持っ
damage,
てける
consistent good damage.
Yeah.
And
Back to
most only get them
Touhou
with
IHNN.
birds and needles.
覚醒カピバラいきます俺が錦の御旗をみんなにあげるんださっきと違って異変って決めないから別にグレードすればいい
Something I just realized, and if I'm only just realizing it, I doubt the players have realized it. Yatsu's choice of Assist Stone is not actually changing the miss comparisons.
こんなもんでしょう
I guess that makes sense with like how little the passive influences the the score. I guess in that case it would be nice to have an actual passive.
やばすぎるな
Oh, what?
あいつ犯罪者だろ
Ay, 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 ay.
あいつ犯罪者だろやばいや PVPVE じゃん敵じゃんあれ完全に
Again, it's always non-2 with this game.
Oh, this is okay. No,
すぎだろ
no,
あれ
this is
犯罪者
alright.
すぎるだろあれさすがに犯罪者だろあれ
Okay.
犯罪者すぎるだろあれギルティコンフィスケーションディスペル
There won't be a summon this time, thankfully, to mess the spell up. Also, yeah, just Y2 Hyper, get down.
And timing it in a way where the hyper timing out cancels the first wave.
俺がどんだけ練習してきたと思ってんだよ俺の練習
You can kind of speed kill non-3 so it doesn't do stuff like this. That would have been a very scary spell 3 if it wasn't for the Y2 hyper being active. Just with a droplet blocking the droplet being taken.
actually really fast though with how high kpkp does this,
ロ
this
フト
spell.
2回目連続
He can do that because the Y2 hyper will
Yeah.
erase the stone bullets, so he doesn't have to worry about that at least. But also, once Moondragon ends, you gotta worry about the lasers because they will not cancel, so you can still get hit by them.
アプローチで何回乗ろうとしたことか
Yeah, those lasers can be a real threat. Again, if IHNN moves down, it can be very hard to find the right gap at the bottom.
Ah, yeah, bye.
You can, oh god, that was a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
To my eye, that just looks like a situation where you should die, but I guess Y2 hyper.
You can see, like, with the unfocusing and focusing, you can kind of erase all the bullets around you because the options will move like that.
色は1は
Yep. You get multiple chances at an erase with the passive as well when you don't have a hyper.
ここでちゃんと気をつけるこれちゃんと気をつけるお願いちょっとその位置
Oh, too far to the right.
やばすぎるだろその位置でそれ速攻できな
Because
い
if you're too far to the right, they live, and I think that was recognized there.
いや今左さ右で速攻するかさ
And then there was
So now
a
it's,
green bullet in the wrong spot.
悩んだんだよな
Yeah, now it's also LNN Aria to improve.
思考できるこうしていや
It's no small task even for Y2, as we
あ
saw.
るけど実力があれば左に避ければいいだけだもんな運が
Meanwhile, Yats and Nariko about to get off early game
を持っていないのかな
and you can get through her.
I'd say no matter what happens, Yats is probably going to roll the dice on this stage 4.
俺が悪いミスはしてない今のところこのミスはしょうがない割り切れる全然俺が悪くなければいい
Pyramid available to cancel the overlap here. Oh, that section could have been very scary. Also worth noting with Nariko Non 2,
なんで最近多くね
if you break a pyramid while the lasers are active, they'll just immediately come back. Hope you remember where they were.
Yeah, ideally you wanna kill a stone when, like, between the waves.
普段通してここで異変的出ないけどな僕道中のあれかずれたか
You can see here, like, on non 2, you can easily also set up the hyper for the second spell. You just wait
This
for the
second
hyper
spell,
to end.
it-
Yeah.
If you can't cancel it, you have to do some pretty funny stuff. I hope we get to see that soon.
I think if I remember correctly, then Yats should be going for some sealing on the second spell.
Yes, you kind of have to. I mean, okay, you don't have to. There is a way to capture it without it, but it's really hard.
同じだなもう
Yeah, no matter if you do the sealing or
Oh.
not, you still have to move around a lot because of how the bullets will just chase you around.
Also, Ramune switched to Y2 with double R one shot and unfocused boosting passive. That is interesting.
No birds.
Even goes back to R1.
It could be interesting.
I mean-
That's the first different shot actually that we're gonna see, like in shot type. So we're not gonna have any birds, which are required for some of these speed kills you will see. But now you only get unfocused needles to actually do some good damage.
I'm assuming the
damage is,
focus
like,
needles
really
are for I'm assuming focus needles are not for focus damage, which is actually not an improvement over unfocus, I think, but for Y2 blocking. That seems like a tactical decision to try to undercut kpkp's shot.
Once again, we see another shot at the Lunatic spell that's actually a normal spell. At least this makes it so you can set up anything for Brocade. I guess we kind of glossed over it last time, but Brocade is a really silly pattern, as you can see. There's basically some certain heights where you can get through the builds from the bottom nicely, but you still gotta be aware of the mentors from above, and also kind of the stones that Arya summons.
The top can be very, very, very mean.
Alright, now it's only a goose cap.
Yat's also got the expected miss to green mid-boss.
Ah.
That miss is basically built into the G1 base score, let's be honest.
Well, at least G1.
Please no death to phase 2, please.
She's decently high at least.
Being high will not necessarily save you.
Oh, some of these classes are very sketchy.
Final phase.
Getting pushed to the side. Oh, that was no!
Man, that was just a wall.
Oh, right at the end again.
So, I'm gonna say something that might be a little controversial here. I think the problem is kpkp is putting the birds too high. Like, in my experience, having the birds, placing them a little below Arya so you get 6 hitting by default, this gives you more consistent DPS through the pattern, and you can get kill times in the 50-second range. That was at 67. I mean, I've said this before. I feel like sometimes the hyper players we have just kind of brute force through things rather than really try to squeeze every potential advantage out of it.
Yeah, given like how Arya tends to move around a lot in that spell, it would be nice to have that consistent damage. Alright, at least this time we are on 1 miss pace so far, so that's better than the last attempt from Yats.
Yeah, 1 miss is very good here. It means that the genetic section was survived, and Pyramid immediately available on discommunication. You love to see it. You don't love to see it hiding behind Arya. Or not Arya, Hiriman.
Yeah, again, Wonderstones can be quite random. They will spawn randomly.
They spawn
on the
random,
screen.
they move random, they shoot random.
The thing is, during boss fights, Wonderstones, like as soon as they move on top of a boss, they will dance around a little bit to make sure that they will actually get away from the boss. But that tends to make them just go like behind them and then keep being behind them, and it's not really that helpful.
Yeah, this is a extremely strong pace here. This end game is so brutal when you're not deleting it.
Yeah, strong pace, but anything can happen in stage 5. we're getting into Goth Fairies very soon, so
Yeah.
let's hope for the best.
So there's kind of two strategies here. You can either try to kill 3 fairies right before they shoot the second ring, which is really hard because of the random movements. You can kind of flowchart things a little bit, but you have to react every time. Or you can try to speed kill the first one and then the second 2 live. Both of those will give you this state here, which is a clear screen, which makes this part so simple.
Beautiful. Oh, okay, nice. Now the mid-boss. Okay, Red Wave survived.
Almost lived the overlap too. And there was a pyramid on screen, so that would have avoided a DKO kind of situation. Still extremely strong pace here.
Yeah, as you can see, the worst 2 patterns from the mid-boss are the green Mentos and the red Fireballs, and they overlap like that. So it is very silly getting through that.
Just don't get sniped here and should be okay.
Because the strategies for Touhou, especially early on, do rely on getting those kills very quickly, a death here can easily spiral.
Well, that seems pretty good so far.
Yeah. That is a little... I think that's off, is it? Maybe not.
I think it's okay.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. This must have misjudged where the ribbon was against the earth. Good cap. I also really like this showcase of how you can get damage while doing Touhou on too. I've seen some people effectively do a strategy that times it down quite heavily, but you don't need to do that. It can be consistent for a kill. Right.
It is quite scary though when you rely on the birds that much, because you are forced to be focused, and the birds are not like Remi's shots in IN where you can be a little bit unfocused. No, they will reset as soon as you unfocus.
No, Vermilia also resets when you unfocus. It's often resets where it takes a moment.
Okay. Whoops.
It really is Vermilia.
God damn it. I knew it was one of these shots. I forgot which one. Ah! I'm spreading misinformation. But yeah, hopefully there shouldn't be anything else that could go wrong on Touhou. At least that easily.
Spell 3 can just meme you.
Let's hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope these stones are nice.
So usually what you do is you just duck behind a very specific sequence of droplets, but if you have this one spawn at the edge of the screen drifting to the side, you just get memed and you die. Like the next time it can happen is on the 8th wave, and it usually dies before then. Beautiful alignment. I think what happened there was a pre-read going wrong. It was kind of reading where the cross would be instead of the gap. Moondragon can do that on wave 2. It's really tricky.
I was about to comment how he was also doing it quite high compared to like kpkp doing it high, but he didn't have the Y2 hyper, so like... I guess he needed to do it high because he did just place the options down. I don't think he had enough time to get all the way back down to the bottom screen.
I mean, this is still an
Because
extremely strong pace.
Yeah, it's only 3 misses so far.
I see Yats does a lot of restreams here. That's interesting.
I mean, you gotta be aggressive here.
I mean, you can do it with only one restream, honestly. Like, you can.
It feels like those spirits can be kind of mean with how they spawn there. Oh god.
I mean, this is a case where the Moondragon death helps a little bit by not having the leveled up red pyramid.
Yeah,
the really key number for Yats here is 4 miss, I believe. If it's 4 miss, then Y2 can't win. So that is 1 miss of buffer for Aria, or a fluke miss here, which is not likely. I think that's just setting up the pyramid gate.
I think like some of these, or like the ending was a little bit weird there, but could be both.
And now you get to see the true power of Aria Iwanaga.
The power of complete stillness. Never changing.
Yes, half of the screen move down, seal only part of it, keep the bird damage. That's what you do. Like, this is also how you optimize the bird damage. Because when you don't have cancels, you need that. Non-2 can be a little scary.
Down. Yeah.
Very hectic movement.
So you can seal the bullets here, but if you seal too many, she'll just re-aim at you and it won't seal and you'll die. So that's why Yats has to go off to the side. Very clean. I don't like dodging above her head, but if you can do it, it works. Head strat, so we're seeing the green and blue instead of the other two, but troll pyramid. When that pyramid breaks, Aria will fire everything again. It can be very scary.
Yeah, both spell tunes free trigger when there's not enough bullets on the screen.
Bottom non-4, okay. Please don't move down.
That is a choice,
Thank you.
He keeps doing that, so...
Alright, still got the alignment for Fossil.
Yeah, this is something that doesn't really change between all of the players. You just speed kill this pattern.
Whoa, yep. But as you can see, it dies before wave 2. And now you get to... This is how you do non-5. So, behind Aria's wing, Yats is aligning the birds, and you go up to the tip of the wing here, and you try to align with a shifting-ish safe spot, and you just do a little down right move, and everything misses you. It is not actually that hard. Like, I guarantee you, you could probably try that and do it within a few tries. It's really not that hard.
Oh, you got the stone for blockade.
And if this is a cap, it's master on this cap.
Oh boy. Oh god. Oh, the Mentos!
Aria, please! One thing that I disagree with what Yats is doing there, I think it's better to do that spell basically entirely unfocused, just because the needles will kind of catch more stray pyramids than the birds will. So this is Goose Cap to guarantee the lead over Y2.
Come on! Will this be our first Goose Cap this match? It is possible, but it's also Goose.
Good read to go up there, but it didn't go down! No, that's a hyper break into miss!
Oh
no! No, Yats, finish it! That's a lead. This is a lead-taking run still!
Oh, this is...
That's a double miss!
I didn't realize it was hyper break into miss. I thought it was just a miss. That's so unfortunate.
Disaster of a miss. Oh, yeah. Oh, and these gaps are not kind at all. Okay, come on, at least get through this without another death.
It's looking okay.
Come on.
Whoa, good
Yeah,
squeeze.
Okay.
That takes the lead
Oh,
by the slimmest of
boy.
margins. 4 miss, 2 break.
and this is one of the major issues with uncancelable builds. You can, like, if you get killed with a hyper, it's most likely 2 misses at once. Because you get, like, no iframes at all when your hyper breaks.
Shouldn't the double consecutive miss still be considered one? Maybe. Unfortunately, how do you define a double miss? Is it only to a non-cancel bullet? That seems really hard to verify. The counts are right there on how many times you got hit. It's a really, really rough ruling, but it is what it is. And it makes your performance on Goose matter that much more.
Alright, now after this display of G1, we get back to Y2 action. Again, completely different game.
I wonder if Yats is considering going to Y1 here. No? Okay. Because that Goose situation would have only been 1 miss on Y1. Because the hyper break would not have immediately run out and hit again, right?
There's a little bit of a cooldown in Y1 hits, but the problem with Y1 is still that when you get hit with a hyper, it can lead into chain hits, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Since Y1 doesn't have hyper, like a hyper break cancel like the other hypers, it will just go on because you essentially get like multiple hits for the hyper. So when you get hit once, no builds will be cancelled and you can get hit immediately after that, with a little bit of a cooldown, or delay at least, but still.
Well, there's also the stage 4 situation.
Yeah,
It
stage
is
4 would be
definitely
much nicer.
something that bears consideration, I would say, especially if the runs are not getting hit that many times. But somewhat irrelevant because we're going G1 again.
I actually kind of see 2 different strategies with the Y2 shots because it's different stones for the like focus options and white shot options.
Yeah, Muna got the options like always in front of him. Meanwhile, kpkp can do some bullet scraping with Y2, at least around him. Depending on the shots, you could go for some more exotic things with Y2, especially with Y1 shots, because Y1 shots will put options like way more further out. But we're not gonna see that today.
Ramone could have been sniped from behind there with that strategy.
Whoa. Okay, still surviving though. And still got the hyper, but not as much.
It should be fine.
It should be fine though. Times out, unfocused, Doppler, easy.
And go right into another hyper.
I hear singing. But you can also see now there's some severe lack of utility with the double needle shot. We don't have enough range anymore to keep dealing with everything, which I guess is not that much of a problem with Y2, but still.
I'm curious about this. And this is all for a base score of 4.2. Trading out birds for focus needles is worth 0.2.
It still matters if you compare the Y2 shots at least.
Well, some of that's also due to the assist stone. No, sorry, it's not due to the assist stone because B1 is considered equal to Y2 probably because of the interaction with needles. You can get some speed kills on mid bosses just a little faster, plus interactions with Chef Mashy strats. Anyway, actually having to do Toyohime spell 1 with this choice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How did that live?
Squeeze between those stones.
What is this, non-2?
I don't expect
There's a
him
low.
to be on top of Toyohime for the next spell. I guess they will be.
Still do, Maybe they're waiting for the hyper.
Getting hyper, yeah.
Even if you don't have a useful hyper, I can see the argument for just taking the safe timeout too. This is very safe. The only difficulty comes if you try to do it fully focused to keep the bird placement. I love the eye tracking there.
Yeah.
To see, okay, where's the pyramid going?
There's also something funny about Toyohime's non-free. You gotta be aware of her movement and, of course, the stones. When you have to move this high. Oh god.
Ooh.
Oh, not too bad. And of course a clean Moondragon.
Almost a little scary for spell 1 for kpkp there. Lives so long. Like, I know it's only 16 seconds, but it's so long.
Oh. That almost got a little bit scary for kpkp from 1-2.
Still could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose control of this pattern for 1 second and you have to,
and every
go for really
subsequent
silly
wave is a
dodges.
disaster.
This is gonna be spicy. Both kpkp and Ramune got a lever of 1 death to get first place.
Yep.
And of course they both
Cannot afford a
also have to-
second.
Yeah, they both have to obviously deal with Goose at the end, so...
Good survival, good cancel. Those blue rings when they overlap are very scary.
Okay.
Oof. You don't see Y2 have to dodge very often.
kpkp's going to stage 6 now as well.
Like kpkp's third stage 6 entry of the day. Y2 truly is a completely different game.
I mean, hey, it
It's
brings
all
some
been-
consistency in this mess, so... Oh, well.
It's also all been consistently LNN into stage 6 as well, which is fairly good.
This is Touhou on the hardest difficulty.
Y2.
Yeah, I mean, it looks absurd that Y2 is like a 2 miss of anything else beats a Y2 LNN. But when you look at it, it's really easy to think maybe that's not even enough.
I guess in some way, maybe it's a good thing that Goose got uncancelable bullets. So we got something...
I like the alignment on the spell circle, but Dominic?
Yep. The orb.
Okay, so the visibility on that's really bad because the bullet sprite changes when you're grazing it, and it makes those really hard to see. You basically have to pre-read. I thought they were going to go for the pyramid cancel, but I guess not. That's a really rough miss to take.
That's why you want to speak Damako Fossil. Having the dodge that pattern the actual way is just really silly. You can't see those bullets correctly. Now we got free power into Blockade.
Which is not good.
Yep.
Like the
Yep, this is back.
hyperbaric.
Yep.
If you
mean,
don't have
this-
full power,
this can
your
still
range
take
is severely
second.
limited.
This takes second on a goose cap for now. And can we finally see somebody capture this spell today?
Not when
Arya,
she's so
get off
low.
the ground, please.
Oh,
That's
those
what it's for.
angles!
Ooh,
Oh,
good
wait,
read on that
okay.
hidden bullet. Like there, Ramune was clearly aware of that.
Oh, these green will swing. Oh god, no!
Oh, unfocused dash. That's rough.
Actually, just impossible spell.
Ah,
She's
the
just camping
clusters.
the bottom!
Oh god!
Wow!
This truly is an untitled Goose game.
Three miss does improve the score, though.
We still got a pace on kpkp.
Three patterns remain.
Also noteworthy that less than 10 minutes of reset time left.
駅しやっぱ怖いわ
Naja, the players will only have like one. Well,
It does give Yats
can
time
with
to
another
roll the
one.
dice on stage 5 before reset time runs out.
変敵がめっちゃ敵だな今日変敵だもんな
Stalling for pyramid, I guess, or stalling for hyper.
Well, the problem is like stalling for pyramid is kind of not possible anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible, but like he would have had to kill the previous one to make this a little bit faster at least. Because it's 40 hyper right now.
Also just caught Yats being very aware of pyramid blocking and just is moving the birds away to handle the stage. Like, really, really good awareness of the situation.
Oh, that enemy was very close.
Yeah, those enemies are very dangerous on this pattern, like, more than you might expect. And again with the high birds. kpkp, no. Oh, well, you have to see that if you're too high, the yellow screen wrap and can come from behind.
Not only do they screen wrap, they will spawn in the middle of nowhere because of how they screen wrap.
He's stalling out his hyper to not risk a hyper break into death.
Oh, that was really close. So one miss.
Yeah, it's also on green mid too, right now.
That was
He almost got through
disgusting!
that. He almost got through that though.
That was a solid wall! Okay, oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Alright, last phase. Will this take first place? Or will Goose take another victim? This is actually looking good. Only a little bit. Oh god.
Scary end, but yeah, that run takes the lead. 2 points. I see Ramana went back to the G2 setup. Yeah, it's also on another banger pace here. One miss to green mid non, and that's it.
That's the 40 points.
Mm-hmm. The kpkp goes back in, committing to the attempt at the LNN. And Trace, you're not going crazy. I'm pretty sure that the goose phases do kind of thin out the previous wave to add the new one. It's not purely additive. Why phases 2 and 3 are quite threatening on their own.
Oh damn, Yulman is really high.
It's better than being really low.
Yeah, really low on the nons is scary. I like how Yats is actually perfect on this spell so far. I know it says 43 out of 44. That's because it was 43 out of 43, and this is attempt 44. Like, I know! See, now it's 44 out of 44.
Also nearly perfect on this one.
Yeah, the power of having a pyramid every time.
A little bit early.
A little bit early, but hopefully still good enough.
Yeah.
Pattern, let him get back to the middle.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, here comes the important part again. Stage 5.
A little damage. This cancel on these reds is so important.
Die Stonewände in front of the
fairies. Little early, but should be winnable.
Oh, okay.
The nice thing is, even if you kill it early, it's still so much less prolonged than it normally is that it works out fine.
This time he's not going up.
Yeah, again, I want to emphasize, these fairy movements are completely random. Where they spawn after the first one, which direction they move, all random. This might be a little scary.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, having a pyramid here does allow you to cancel and set it up nicely. Might have to do...
No!
What? I was gonna say, it might have to do one micro, but that's really bad. Because now it's 3 power for
no.
this.
It's,
No, miss. This might be... Oh, no! Break
Hyper
at the end.
break.
Oh, no, break.
Yeah, I totally understand the reset there. Everybody in early game with 3 minutes left.
He's even fine there in the corner. But I guess you don't want to take chances with these bullets. Very unfortunate death.
That section, stage 5, chapter 5, into mid-boss, is so difficult to describe how hard it is with Reimu and not cancels.
I guess only got 2 minutes to get off the early game.
The one saving grace that Yats has here is that he's playing a shot that is so much higher value that even a run that has to take an early game death still has a pretty good chance. It's not like kpkp, whose one miss and the run's over.
You'll most likely see late game entries from both Ramune and kpkp though, since they're pretty consistent with Fight 2 so far. Well, okay, Ramune is doing G2 again, but it's still...
Anything can happen.
Yeah, really bad stage 4 can change everything.
There's just so many things in this game that can kill. It's... like we've been saying this whole time, it is a brutal, brutal game.
Less than a minute left.
At least no one is really in danger right now.
Right now,
Yeah, the bad part's only gonna happen after the timer runs out.
yeah... Yeah, there's no time for Nubame on 2 reset here if it happens, so... Oh no... Like, birds are so strong.
But at least the stone is coming soon, so...
5,
shouldn't be that difficult.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's final run.
Alright, if anyone
If you're
needs
gonna
to
die,
then please don't.
Don't.
Which right now is only Yats who's in danger. Although not anymore, because we got to... Oh god. Okay, no, I haven't said anything. But then now we gotta expect basically flawless one from kpkp. I guess Ramune still has some leeway.
Some, but not a ton.
And so far for Yats, it's still like everything goes.
But also for Yats, not only is it everything goes, it's everything matters.
That's true.
Because both of these other shots, as we've seen, there are a bunch of situations where something just doesn't exist if you do it right. Yats doesn't have that luxury.
earlier was Ramuna using the Moon Assist Stone with the G2? I don't remember.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, both Ramuna and kpkp went with... No, wait. Ramuna switched to B2. No, B1.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to B1 to boost the unfocused needles for the Y2 runs, and then back here. I love seeing that deletion.
I just realized Yachts has to do with Chiminan too.
Yeah.
With Final Win.
And Narconons. The whole
And
early
honestly,
game.
that stage
Oh!
section.
What happened there?
Oh. Is that non too? I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't
Ramuna
catch
got
the death,
squeezed. Like squeezed between a bullet and a laser.
good non-design, I guess. Not what you want to see. However, the run lives.
Yatsuzume died.
Oh.
It's back.
FD://0.
No, it's died again. Oh no.
This is like the worst time for it to be dying.
Oh god. Naiko being really low and also only 3 powers. 3 power on that non.
Yeah, good cap though. This spell basically always gives you a hyper without trying. It's great.
Case in point.
Somebody
That's-
needs to practice.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's
Oh,
Why
this
to
stone is
so
assist does that? I guess
The
with
thing
how
is-
slow the bullets move, you get so many frames to roll the dice that it works. Wild strat.
Yeah, you just gotta know the placement of Y2 or like of the options of Y2.
Yeah, Y2 assist, I believe, is just a random chance to erase any bullet, and I'm guessing from that it has a random chance every frame. Either
Honestly, I
that
would've-
or it erases every X frames or something, and that just always works. I don't know.
Honestly, I would have thought, like from what I've seen, Y2 just cancels every bullet, but the hitbox is so... Oh god, so small compared to... Ow!
Oh!
Like compared to the actual hyper. But I've never really like experimented with that passive anyways. I just think like on things like this communication, you can actually cancel all of the bullets without a hyper. Just by using Y2 passive.
Yeah, Yat says you missed insane wood spell, which I guess I can imagine.
Oh, empty text box. Alright, falling stone section.
The eye tracking on this is still so cool to see. Just where you have to put your attention to make it through this.
This part right here is really stupid because there's so many stones everywhere. And you still need to be aware to be on the right side. Alright, we are approaching the green mid-boss. Was a nice misstep of the enemy there by going to the right side just to avoid the revenge bullets at the end. Alright.
Alright, impossible attack.
Uh,
Capture!
yep, Y2 passive doing its thing again.
Yeah, that isn't. I was gonna say it was nice, but it was nice because half of it got deleted. Well, not actually half. You know what I mean.
still modern enough.
Yeah. Ramune capped that attack earlier using a G2 hyper. Just to delete the whole thing.
Yeah, we can not expect to see an actual cap, although there's still hope with Yats.
There's one more chance.
Yeah, it's still a very bad pattern though. We will see what happens.
Yeah, I've played that pattern for 10 minutes before and not capped it once. It's that bad. I've also captured it 3 times in a row without cancels. I don't understand.
It's just random bullshit go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hyper for Marionette.
Alright,
Oh
yeah.
god, where is Emily going? Oh no.
I mean, do you have a little bit more room up there?
Okay, no, it's fine.
If I had to guess, I thought they were going to get the hyper a little bit quicker than they did. But it worked out.
Well, they did just get the hyper like right before the spell started too, so it kind of maybe messed them up.
At least you can get a lot of flakes on bubble data.
Alright, discommunication with Y2 cancel.
Yep. Energy to cancel.
Why is this considered the same
my
as
God.
boosting your unfocused damage?
I
Well,
had to make like 0 dodges on that spell.
the ways you can abuse the systems in this game is always fun to see. Alright, meanwhile, Yat's still on no miss pace.
Yep, you very happy to see that past Non 2, and with the pyramid available for Non 3, the overlap doesn't exist. This should, unless something catastrophic happens, get to stage 4. How is Ramune going to get a hyper here?
The gauge is very low. But this should be fine. Stone should...
Okay.
Oh, the timing! Oh god. Oh, the dashes.
Alright.
Alright, Y2 should also help here. As you can see.
It does require doing it
the
fully
options are gone.
focused.
Nice.
Alright.
Clean cap.
It's still ridiculous, even with Y2 doing assist doing its thing.
Oh god, the the overlap between those waves. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
Yeah, that was not
It's
fine.
fine.
It's not fine.
Okay,
This section is never fine.
that might have been avoidable though.
Ooh. Yats died to the early section with the Green Revenge.
Wait, huh?
Oh, what?
Not only to the early section, but how? Wait, what happened?
Oh, kpkp died too.
Okay, but
Oh,
kpkp dying there, Sage 5 Chapter 5, even with Y2, not unexpected, just because you can get sniped from behind. Everybody just implodes.
Yeah, just FW.
Ramane's on forced LNN the rest of the game, and Yats has had so much of the buffer eaten up already before the hardest parts. It is not unwinnable though.
Only 3 more misses, and we still got stage 5.
We still have mid-boss.
Oh yeah, right! We're still in the first half. Oh no. Meanwhile, we're seeing some capybara action. Ah!
Nice jinx.
Man! Capybara died.
Yeah, capping this would make up for one of those misses, but unfortunately, this thing is so unreasonable. Like, it's really hard to say never with something in Touhou because people will go for it, but I honestly have a really hard time seeing a G1 LNN happening.
Oh god, stones.
Like, I'm sure somebody will do it, but it's so hard to imagine that happening.
Maybe if you brute force it enough, it will happen, but it's still gonna take some time.
So Ramina has to LNN the rest of the game to like upgrade or update the score. Not too
We've
sure.
seen the players being very consistent on Arya, but we still got the goose.
Yeah.
What was that movement?
What, going up really high? If you go up really high on this section, then you can try to set it up so you only have to restream it once. And I find the restreams to be the most dangerous part of this, so less restream, safer.
Oh, that was close.
You can even stream that a little slower and it still works. Ramune is not locked in at 3rd place at this point. This is a different shot. It's first, like, they actually take 1st place on an Arya LNN right now. So, lock in.
Is you not seeing any deaths to this section? Can happen.
That's quite
Yats is in
high
a weird
for
spot
bird
right
alignment.
now. Ah, the stone is right behind Yui, man. Okay,
It still canceled 2 rings though.
so that's good. Also, the one-of-the gauge was really low there, so the stone would have left the field very soon.
Let's see a pyramid on Non-2. Because Non-2 has the waves fire so quickly, one cancel can often remove multiple waves.
And 2 can also be very silly.
Why
with
are you so
how
far to the
Arya moves.
side?
The birds might
Arya!
gonna do something here.
There it goes.
Okay. Oh, we're seeing a lot of bullets there. Yep, there's the second wave, but that should be fine.
Wipe to assist, doing the, putting in some work there.
Alright, coming up on Gastari's.
Yeah, that's stage 5 way scarier than our hit on 3. Alright, good first
I'll
fairy.
guy out for you.
Good misdirect. Pyramid. Will the... I don't think that fairy will die before it gets the second ring off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nope.
it got the second ring off. Hyper break.
That was a break.
And not a clear screen, so this is going to be a little harder.
Okay.
Capturing this matters so much right now.
Okay.
That's so
Come
nice
on.
on the green.
Yes!
Let's go!
That's crazy.
Oh,
It's
no,
not
oh,
over
God,
yet,
oh,
though.
God. Just don't die on this section.
Scary fossil?
Oh. Yeah, the fossil was also a little bit sketchy.
A little
Oh
bit.
no, that stage section on Yats is
So
very scary.
uncomfortable.
It also keeps on going for so long. There we go. Alright, blockade. Gonna be hyper soon, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Yep.
Now we get to see another goose.
Whose goose is cooked? Is it Ramane's or is it Arya's? Finally.
We will see the goose cap. So far it seems pretty standard, at least. Okay.
You had to say that.
Nothing happened so far. Except that wall, but that was manageable. Oh boy.
Phase
Alright,
4.
last phase. Oh no. Ah!
That's
Finally a goose cap, and that takes the lead. Does that change what Yats needs, though? Oh, hyper break
that's
on
a
that
hyper
too.
break.
At least it wasn't a death because he got Foodie Bullet in time. Ah, the stone!
There's another Wonderstone.
Oh, that was really close. 2.25. This is still a winning run.
Yeah, but it needs to end everything now.
Yes, but that's like the difference here is that this does LNN to win, anything else, and it's last. This is a very close match no matter what happens then. Yes, I just double-checked the calculator on the TWC website before saying that this was still a winning run. I am correct here. All you have to do is get through Moondragon in Stage 6. How hard could it be?
The goose waiting in the shadows. Any single hyper against over. Or death.
This is what you want to see on TWC. You want to see it matter.
To be fair, this is the final one, so maybe we'll see final one magic.
But we
Maybe
see it
we
twice.
give it Yeah, I was gonna say, we were dead with Ramina capturing the Arya final.
One final stage section. This is always so scary.
It's a very fast-paced section.
Very easy with the pyramid positions. Well handled. Like that is one thing we kind of glossed over. In most Touhou games, you can kind of have a relatively standard stage route, and you just do the same thing every time. You don't have that luxury in FW because of the random pyramid positions. You are constantly having to react to that and do things slightly differently based on where things happen to be on that run.
Wenn die Schmaps hatten, die bekommst du Vogue-like.
That's 100 black market.
But at least we still got Remo with a very good shot, so everything until Goose should be well tamed.
The penult.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arya is a hard boss, but honestly, despite everything, until penult, she is mostly a consistent boss.
Okay.
I wasn't worried. Birds do so much. It's a little scary having to get into position there, but I might actually just steal that and start do top strat instead of bottom.
Top shot seems a little bit safer for some reason. I don't know.
So I believe we're setting up pyramid gauge for the rest of the fight. I hope this still dies. The replacement on the birds was quite late.
I should still be fine. Yeah, just
Yeah,
go to the side a
okay.
little bit, then still avoid it.
Then you have to go, like, the fact that the wing blocks where Arya is makes this alignment so obnoxious.
And we still got all the birds.
Alright. One final lull before everything goes crazy.
I gotta say, it's amazing how clean these alignments are. You gotta be really aware of how big the hitboxes of these bosses are.
Well, Arya has a bigger hitbox, so it's a lot easier to get the full alignment on her.
Oh boy.
Imaginary.
Nice.
Master on that cap. This is it. This is Goose for the match.
It's all coming down to this.
Arya, go up, please.
Nope, she's
moved
going
down
further
at
down.
least.
Up.
She keeps moving down.
There's the stone.
But she moved down again.
Come on!
Oh!
Nice break!
That was a hyper break! It's over!
Ah! Yellowstone sneaking up like that. Damn. And a death. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that's just how Goose is.
Such a brutal spill.
Yep. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Voice connected.
Ah.
Hello.
Hello, Yats.
There we go.
Hello. Good job on these ones. Still,
My God,
despite
stage
everything that
4
happened.
did not. Stage
No.
4 did not cooperate. Every run was like free miss. It was crazy.
It was really nasty.
It was. You know what's crazy? Like the 20 minutes, the 30 minutes or so before the match started, I did like a practice run of stage 4, stage 5, stage 6. No miss, one miss, one miss.
Wow.
wow.
So, this game is mental. Oh fuck, I didn't save. Oh wait, no, this was the dead run. Okay. Ooh. No, this game's all over the place. Then again, 6 miss. I was aiming to get at least, at the very, very least, like a 7 miss or a 6 miss, somewhere around there. But ideally I was aiming for like 4. But today was not the day for it.
It was still a very nice thing to see, to just have the contrast between Y2 ignoring everything and what happens when you take that crutch away.
You
And it
just
could be
gotta
nice one.
spend it. Yeah, you just have to face everything. I mean, if you do this like category, you have to face everything. There's no real way around it. Sometimes you get rewarded, and sometimes you just hit so many weird walls, man. Oh, but that honestly, that 6 miss was really good though, given that I got like goosed at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Got like goosed, like the final spell and the spell before that, like barely scratched me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And that is
Also-
the. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, seeing a double miss like that on your previous one, that's just so excruciating to see. Like,
Yes.
cancel into death like that.
Cancel to
Especially
death
when
because-
that is the difference between last and first here. Like, incredibly close match.
My lord, oh well. We'll give it another shot.
But I think everyone did exceptionally well today, given like how
Yeah, there were
good
good
the game
runs.
is.
There were good runs. I mean, 6 miss still being last place means there were some pretty good runs. So I saw, let's see, 1 miss on Cappy with Moons is kind of sick. And then Ramune 3 miss. That's cheap too, right?
That
I
had
don't really know what
that had a
G2
goose
looks
cap.
like. Wow, nice.
That was the
Yeah.
only goose cap
The
of the
only-
day,
yeah.
I
actually.
did notice that. Yeah, that run was on like 3 miss space on like Toyohime or something.
Yeah.
And then it. Wow. Yeah. Nice. That's
Yeah,
solid. Did you see the free power all bap cap, which had to do like 3 waves
Yes.
in a row? No, that was
Yes.
cool. That was cool. That one.
Yeah, the first set of results for this year's TWC are in. Third place, Yatsuzume, Reimu G1 Stuff 6 miss. Second place, kpkp, Reimu Y2 canceling the entire game until Goose. 1 miss, 2 points. In first place, Ramune Milk Tea with a final run, Reimu G2 3 miss. Very exciting stuff.
Well done. Yeah, those are all very good runs, and I think they're all pretty similar, as the TWC score says. They're all pretty similar in performance, I would say. That's good stuff.
I feel like it probably should have been closer, but that's mostly because of the Y2 assist.
Yeah,
The
I
showed
don't.
Y2
I'm gonna be
assist
honest.
goes crazy.
I haven't paid that much attention to like Y2 at all. It could be that the Y2 assist is like really good. I know it cancels like some gems, like some slower patterns or some patterns where everything comes from the boss, it just deletes half the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't play Touhou like that. I want all the bullets to be there. I'm not canceling bullets.
Mood.
Unless it's with a pyramid.
That's why I play R1. If I'm gonna delete something, I'm deleting it because I kill it.
Exactly.
It's kind of sad we didn't get to see like any of the red or blue hypers, but maybe another time.
Maybe next year. Honestly,
B2 is
again,
good.
I mean, I'm a big believer in R1. So one day I think people will break open R1 in this game. Rainbow R1 is just really cool.
Yeah.
You get to skip. I feel like if you route, it's a lot of routing, and if you route well, then you get to skip all of the worst parts, or at least you get to minimize the worst parts. You know, especially Goose. Goose takes less time. I mean, how could you not love that shot?
Yeah. From my own play, if you rig a hyper into non-5, I'm using R2 assist for this, by the way, then without any stalling, you get 0 wave non-5, you get hyper on imaginary, you get hyper for phase 2 of Goose, you get hyper for phase 4 of Goose.
Yeah,
no stalling.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, it's really good. It's that I'm dedicated to G1 at the moment, but otherwise I would go all in on R1.
I'm not convinced R1 is as good as like G2, B2.
No, it's. I think it's a little. It's not as good, but it goes.
It's in the ballpark.
If you want to try like a difficult LNN with a lot of routing and actual use of the mechanics of the game, that one is really good. You get to do all of the fun stuff in FW, and you get to spend less time on the most like gamble core nonsense that the game offers. So.
All right.
Wow.
Having said that, this was it for today. We only have one match today, but we're gonna have 2 matches tomorrow. The first one being Mountain of Faith, Lunatic Survival. And it's gonna be at, for the Europeans, it's gonna be at 10 AM. So look forward to that. And after that, we gonna have some scoring.
First score match of the year.
But yeah, until then, like the Moth Survival match tomorrow is gonna be between Runga, Mochi, and Zing.
Moth is such a fast game. So much happens so quickly.
Sorry, I was
the 16 minutes of reset time, they will be gone.
Oh yeah,
like that.
No, Mountain of Faith's always surprisingly hectic too. Ah, shoot, I was too late. I was scrolling through the geese in chat. Well, okay. W scoring. I'm giving that to you, Serus. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, we're gonna see our poster child this year. As you might have noticed, this TWC got quite some. It got Nina as a theme, as you can see, with the clams and the team names. So we're already gonna see her in action tomorrow in FW extra scoring. A match between Ekosawa, Sesui-kan, and Moku. And oh boy, it's gonna be something else. Like, if you thought his service extra would be a long category, oh boy, you gotta get some snacks and something to drink ready.
How insane is the stage portion for this category? What should we be expecting from that?
What we can expect is a lot of stones being summoned. The stage, well, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on with comboing and summoning the stones, but we're also gonna see a lot of Nina, and by a lot I mean a lot of Nina.
It's just mostly Nina.
I hope you like hallucinations.
I hope you like non-spells. But yeah.
Hope you like no bullets on the screen.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We are still taking applications for crew sign-ups throughout the whole throughout the whole TWC. So if you wanna help us out with some of the things that are going like behind the scenes, you can go follow that link or scan the QR code. We appreciate anyone helping. And yeah, you can follow the Blue Sky of TWC to be always informed about TWC matches. And as you can see, we are streaming this on the Touhou Replay Showcase channel on Twitch. We got weekly replay parties or replay watch parties. And the next one is gonna be today in 4 hours. It's gonna be the Saturday one with Gastari, who you have seen at the beginning of this match. And other than that, we also got replay watch parties on Fridays every second week and Sundays. All on different times, so be aware of that. But yeah, you can catch us there too, outside of TWC. And yeah, that's it for today's match. So I hope y'all had fun watching this amazing showcase of this game.
I hope some people respect Touhou a little more after this, at the very least.
It's an insane game, but it's a very fun game once you sit down to learn it.
There's so much, yeah, exactly. There's so much to learn in the survival routing, man. And well, I mean, some people were talking about it yesterday too, but it truly is the most score-like survival category, which makes it just a really interesting hybrid. Just with all the little mechanics. But alright, I digress, sorry.
I mean,
I do actually like that description for score-based survival. Look.
Really
it's
is.
just very wood heavy.
And it also forces you to be locked in all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, my head hurts a little bit. I need some water. That's for sure. After 95 minutes of this game, like Touhou 15 is like 100 minutes, but you have like stage 3 and you chill out.
Yeah, you have plenty of sections to chill there. Here, what do you really have?
Once you're out of early game, it's mental.
Even early game is pretty rough.
At least in FW you don't have the miss limit, so
I'm glad for that. At least I finished. Given that happened.
When we compare it to LoLK, where I mean, LoLK is a much more consistent game, but 5 misses and you're out, and that can also happen.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
True. I think I'm commentating on more. Oh. Wow. Touhou World Cup has really begun once again. Crazy. This is now when I'm reminiscing and I'm going back from like a player to a commentator.
It's been some time since the last appearance as a player. 4 years.
Oh yeah, now it's been a while. Yeah. But this game brought me back, and I'll keep playing Touhou 20 for a while. That's for sure. I'm still got it. I like hearing that. Thank you.
Alright, I see a raid has been started, but I can't see it on Twitch. Wonderful.
It's tech support. Always
we're
tech
raiding the guy who has the name that always confuses me. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you for watching.
To do it. Yeah, I'm the player. I'm not sorry. I'm doing the wrong role.
No, go right ahead.
All right, thank you for watching. You will catch us tomorrow again at on May 17th. May 17th at 5 p.m. GMT +9 for Mountain of Faith Survival. And for now, enjoy tech support and enjoy the incoming Touhou Replay Showcase later this evening. If you're European, otherwise probably like the afternoon. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.